Hello, Sage here on the Sage channel, and we're back for more singular survival just as a meteor storm begins to come towards us. And last time we went ahead and had a little bit of an issue there where our rather heavy small ship went ahead and had itself a rather unfortunate crash. So first thing we got to do in this episode is go ahead and begin repairing that little guy. That way we can start deconstructing our larger construction ship. That way we'll have the supplies, that way we can construct something to help right our big old ship here, which is currently sitting upside down. And boy, oh boy, those are some nice meteors coming towards us, aren't they? Let's go ahead and see first, before we get to anything. A little bit of laggies there, but yep, our defense system seems to be working. I can hear a few Gatling guns going off. Since I played last, the devs have updated it, so Gatling guns are finally working again. But we don't really need their defense, because we have the laser defense grid that's going ahead and very easily annihilating anything that comes even close to us. And we have quite the hefty laser defense grid, in case you've forgotten. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, I don't think anything's going to get past those guys. They're awesome. I absolutely adore those. You can see we even have more down here on the bottom, so if something was coming from a different angle, we should still be pretty well protected. Anyway, let's get right to it. I do have SageCam set up, and so that should be going ahead and doing its job. It'll be able to capture everything we do. First thing we're going to do is actually go ahead and try to land this, and by land it, I mean we're going to add a few components to the side, and try to get this thing so that it's adjacent to the ground, so we can work on it without it fiddling about or anything silly like that. So get that in there, go ahead and put in a landing gear here. If I could just remember where I put it on the hotbar, which is apparently nowhere. So we'll stick it right in right here, there we go. And build that up, lickety-split. There we go, flew up and grabbed the parts we needed, and job's done. And it looks like we could actually lock it right there, so we'll hop into our cockpit right here. Boop boop. And press a P to lock this in place. I said press P to lock this in place. That's apparently not working. Let's go ahead and see landing gear. Maybe it needs to be yellow to be close enough, so it's not actually close enough right here, right now. And unfortunately that means we can't even rock the ship. We'll leave it with auto lock on, therefore as soon as it gets close enough to the ground it should lock. I would have thought that was close enough, but apparently it's not, and obviously we can't really... Ooh, okay, well maybe this will lock it, huh? As the ship rolls back to the right. There we go, okay, that did it. All I had to do was thrust our thrusters a little bit, and it sorted us out. Cool, so now our ship should be locked in place. Let's go ahead and disable the inertial dampeners again, and let's get right to it. And the first thing we're going to need to do is go get a drill, because we're going to go ahead and drill out the area under the ship, that way we can build it up from there. And we just got to drill out of cargo container, head ourselves back down here, and gently land. There we go. And we'll just dig it out so we have more than enough room here. As long as we don't take out that chunk there, we should be pretty much alright. Ooh, laggities. Apparently just interacting with the world nearby has caused us a little bit of an issue there. Let's, try to lock our landing gear again. That way hopefully everything doesn't go terribly wrong, shall we? We'll just do what we did last time, a little pulse of the thruster. That way we'll rock that way, we'll hold E to roll us back, we'll roll back, and... Okay, we're locked again. Let's do a test. If we update just like right here, pretty far away, if we drill here, okay, it doesn't break. So let's just not get close to that. And let's also use the grinder, we'll get rid of these guys here, and just store the supplies inside. And from here on out, maybe we can even fast forward the footage. Alrighty, there we go. That's up and running now. Took a little bit longer to even go do something around the house for a moment. But I think that's everything up and running. We'll add some running bars to it once we get it airborne. But let's first and foremost get into here. Turn on our inertial dampeners and quick save. Because please God, don't let this all go to pot terribly. Alrighty, quick save complete. And let's go ahead and do P. Alright, we seem to be hovering. We've got it up and running again. Thank Christ for that. Alrighty, well, let's go ahead and... Ooh, it's still slow. But now that we got it up and running again, we should be able to do the rest of our work without so many issues. Let's go ahead and buzz ourselves out in front of this other ship again, the Flying Sausage. We still haven't given this one a proper name. There's the Mini Sausage, the, what was it? Yeah, micro sausage, mini sausage, corn dog, a million different little names. I just haven't settled on anything yet, and that's the grinding side, so we don't want to be in front of that side. You can see our power is still giving us issues. It's one of the reasons we're wanting to get it to where it is. And I just realized we never installed all the upgrade modules for this thing yet, so it's still got some ways to go. Luckily, we can grind them down off of this other ship once that's done. Let's get this thing in position. Keeps powering, having some power issues. There we go. And I did queue up a bunch more components for thrusters, so hopefully it'll actually get finished. Or it won't. Yeah, or it won't, which it appears to have not gotten finished. Which is fantastic news. Of course it's not. That's sarcasm. Looks like we ran short on large steel tubes, which luckily isn't that difficult to come by. Go ahead and queue those up. We should have it done in a second. And I just shut down the sausage welder so it would do its job a little bit better. And you see our sim speed has just improved. You saw how sluggish things were a second ago. You can probably notice it's a lot smoother now. So let's see, let's also check our production, and it looks like it really quickly cooked through a bunch of those. Go ahead and once again turn on those welders. Sausage welders on. Well, things don't seem that slow, really. And let's go ahead and fly this thing back up and see if we can get that done now. Up, 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 up. There we go, look at that, finishing them off. And... yay! Just waiting for that last little one to turn on. Let's also just spin us around and get the thrusters on the other side. We might end up adding a few more thrusters to the bottom side of this ship just to make sure it can fly a bit more easily while it's here in atmosphere. But overall, I think it's about done. The only things we're really missing are the reactor components, because you can see we have reactors on the ship that are not currently finished. Let's see, can we buzz it up and see if those get finished really quickly? Ah, there's some, ooh, good signs. We got some sparks coming here. That might be the reactor getting finished, but it doesn't appear to have been. Let's not flip this thing over, even though we can flip it without it worrying about it crashing. I just don't want to risk that currently. You know, obviously we can do that because we have equal thrust pretty much everywhere. Let's see what it's actually taking to finish off those, and let's not get turned around and wander into those welding arrays. So reactor component, we're short on that there, and reactor component, we're short on that there. So that's, once again, about all we're short on. You can probably queue that up and get that sorted out real quick if we hop into the flying sausage, turn off its welders to improve performance, and find those things we were looking for. There they are. And queue them up. And hopefully we'll actually have enough resources. Even though it's saying we don't, I suspect, yep, we do. And I just did that. We'll do it a few more times. That way we have more than enough resources to get everything we need done. It is an odd sight to see this ship hovering about beneath our crashed mega ship. I'd argue we have a mega ship now. It obviously needs a whole lot more work before it's really flight ready, and before we can get it off the planet. And how are we going to get it off the planet? What's the plan today for rescuing this? Well, it's not the plan today. We're not even going to tell you the plan for getting this ship off yet, because, oh my god, please no, not again. Don't. How did we end up with such speed going downwards? You guys saw that, right? I tapped it downwards a little bit, and it was like we were just skyrocketing, and we've tapped it before without such issue. Makes me think it might have something to do with lag. Let's shut these off again. Let's make sure we get enough uranium in all those reactors, that way we can fly a bit more easily. There we go. Got all those ready. Let's also go ahead and remove this thing, since I don't think we're going to need that anymore. Whoop! I said, whoop. There we are. Goodbye, little piece. And there we go. That should help. Let's go ahead and do our up and down now. Let's go down a little bit. Ooh, that's quick save. Of course, there's nothing quick about quick saving. As you can see, it takes quite a while to save. I'm actually going to skip ahead here. Quick save complete, and let's take care of that thruster issue, because that is just way too dangerous to be any good at all. Let's add some more thrusters on here, and I think we're going to add 3 on. So right... oh, right there. Yeah. There's nothing perfect, is there? Let's just do it like this. And we ran out of steel plates. There we go, 3 on. If we want, we can add 1 more there, and then maybe even another strange one there or something. Thinking maybe at some point we'll add something to allow us to break a little bit better. Let's once more buzz this up and weld these up, and that should give us some, well, much greater and wanted stability, without making it insanely overpowered when it comes to its ability to lift like the flying sausage was, which will soon be a thing of the past. of course, to get that up and running, we're going to go to terminal, sausage, there we go, turn those back on, and weld this thing up lickety-split-like. Oh my god, no. No! Well, you know, I was just really worried about it falling out of the air that I went ahead, and I've gone ahead and, I repeated myself 3 times. I added in some more thrusters, so the whole thing should definitely not fall out of the sky now. Unfortunately, in making sure the ship didn't fall out of the sky, I forgot about making sure I didn't fall out of the sky and my hydrogen tanks ran empty. So, let's go ahead and get ourselves some more hydrogen here. Yeah, get 3 of those, and let's go get ourselves, everything we just lost. Oops, that's gonna depressurize everything. Oops. Let's see. Let's see. Hey, where's our body? There's our body, or what's left of it. Good thing there's no sandworms on this planet. Wouldn't it be awesome if there were sandworms on this planet? Alright, anyway, what I'm doing now that we've upgraded like I just said we did, ta-da, way more thrust, hey. I'm now going ahead and adding heavy armor blocks here, so we can have a landing skiff similar to, I believe the Flying Sausage had one. Yes, right here. It has a flying skiff. So we're adding one of those, but with heavy metal, so hopefully it won't break in 2 seconds. There we go, got that built in. It's a bit low down, so it might be a bit difficult to balance on, but at least it should be something better than just smashing the ship directly into the ground. And if we have any luck, our ship will from now on maybe even bounce, eh? We didn't actually add anything bouncy to it, because of course we could have added what are those fantastic things called, the little bouncy orbs. But either way, what's done is done. Select the main structure, select sausage, and turn on those welders. And away it goes, welding up all that... Oh, camera, come on. One of those updates said they were updating it so the camera didn't snag on pieces of your own ship so much. Apparently that's not the case. I mean, maybe it was snagging on the other ship. Either way, though, you can see it filled in that nice and quick-like. We'll go ahead and spin the ship around and weld up the other side. We did not just bump something. We did not. Okay, good. Alrighty, well, the ship is done. I can't actually get our camera to go back in the 3rd person here, no matter how hard I try. There we go. Oh, and it's stuck back in 1st. Great. But I'm pretty sure it's all done. Oh, there we go. Now it finally goes. And, yep, looks like it's all done. Cool. Level the ship out a little bit there. I think we're actually pretty level. Yeah, it throws me off a little bit, given just the confusing mess and just how reflective the windows are now, but everything seems to be in order. Alrighty, so with that done, we'll now go ahead and manually remove some of the upgrade modules that we have. Oh, why are you still drifting? Stop drifting. You should not be drifting one bit. By the way, I'm just checking our power. We got more than enough power to move. Cool. So I'm going to go ahead and level us out using the thing at the bottom right. We look pretty level there. Coolio. And remove those upgrade modules. Come here, you upgrade modules. Also, I have to empty my inventory, but we'll do that in a millisecond here. Heidi-ho, little upgrade chip. Come here, would ya? Come on. Oh, good little upgrade chip. And then we need 6 of you total, I believe. Ooh. A little bit of laggities there, that's no fun. Is it because the model is dropping down to previous version? No, that didn't lag that time. Either way, though, that's 4 of them. And then, let's see, did we upgrade the ones down here? Yes, we did. This one at least. Oh, frozen game. There we are. And then 1 more will be 6. There we go. Very good. And now we can go ahead and plop those onto our lovely little ship here. It almost looks like a sled. A very messed up, very tall, actually, sled. But anyway, we'll go ahead and see number 5. Upgrade tier 4. A boop, and a boop. And then over here on the welder side as well, a boopity boopity boop. And hopefully these don't use batteries, because of course if these used power cells, that would mean that we, well, obviously, would need to, make more of a specific component because it would be destroyed as we welded it down, and unfortunately it appears that Xenu cores are destroyed when you weld them down, and I'd forgotten that. God dang it. Okay, well that should hopefully be an easy fix, right guys? Just go over here and be like, hey, we need 6 of those Xenu core things. I queued up a bunch, just hoping it'll make 6 of them. So far, Ah, good! If it's making 1, that means they're all probably building. And if we have more than 6 assemblers, which we do, that means it's working on all of them. Awesome! Oh, thank Christ for that. I thought we were in trouble there for a minute. Ooh, you know what, this game, something I just realized it absolutely needs that it doesn't? Just a resupply dock. You know, like they have the medical bay where you can touch it and get health and all your bottles and stuff refueled. They need something like that for just like, you go up to it and use it and it refuels your hydrogen and oxygen. Just like a medical bay, without needing to actually go in ahead and empty out tanks and everything. Because right now, our tanks are getting a little bit low and I actually want to go in there and sort that out. And oddly enough, I'm holding F here, and our hydrogen is still dropping quite quickly. Okay. Yeah, so what the frack is that about? That is a bad sign. Oh, now suddenly our hydrogen's back to... Oh, right, because it probably used a bottle. Should be able to hold this. And our hydrogen is just dropping. That is very bad. Okay, so let's try. Can I get a place to stand right here? I don't know how I'm standing, but I am standing. Let's go to our hydrogen tanks. And you're 100% full. And you're still set the stockpile. That would be why. Okay, cool. Thought we had turned that off. We hadn't. So, let's just do a hydrogen tank. Select all of you and stop stockpiling, because you're going to get us all killed. Let's also go to thrusters. Lifter. Maneuvering. Small. Good. Just making sure everything's shut off. The last thing we want is the ship trying to move itself while we're sitting here. Okay, and what else do we want to do? Well, now that we're in here, we want to just check to see if that actually does fill back up. There we go. Yep, it did. Okay, cool. Whew, I thought I'd disabled those. That could have been very bad if we had tried to move the ship without remembering that disable the stockpile system. Alright, back outside we go. There we go. 6 Xenu cores cooked up and ready to be installed. Fly over here. That's quite the sickening sight, isn't it? Looking at the ship, it looks like it's very much not level, but of course, we're on the side of a gigantic mountain. There we go. Tier 4 little Xenu guy up and running. Ah, it takes 4 of them per each. Well, since that'll be a little while as it makes the other bit that we need. Ah, sugar. Well, since it takes a little while to make those that we need, all 20, what was it? 24 of them. Let's go ahead and just explore the random cube that appeared in the world when our ship last crashed. That was odd, wasn't it? Anything magical having been born upon this cube? Nope, just a giant cube of nothing, huh? Literally just a cube of nothing. That is quite the oddity, isn't it? One had hoped maybe we discovered upon a magical ancient race that could transform the landscape using nothing but their minds. Or, you know, that the game had just glitched out, maybe even given us some material in glitching out. But nope, it's not full of uranium. Alright. What in the flying funk has happened now? Okay. There's grass here now. And dirt. Ah! And I can fall through it. And I can fall through the grass and dirt. And walk through the grass and dirt, and you can see, what the hell? And I cannot mine the grass and... Well, what happens if I right-click here, huh? You know what? We should bring Sage Cam over here. So, that's truly some magic there on Sage Cam. So, as you can see, yeah, it's not even the same materials on Sage Cam's view. In fact, it's quite, odd and wonky. Did I just go under the ground? I did. I did just go under the ground. Okay, that's all sorts of magic. That's... Can I mine this? Okay, and it actually shows me little dirt bits. Again, I wish we could gather them up and it would actually say organic like it used to, because that was really cool. Stone. We're getting stone even though we can see grass. That's... I mean, I guess there's not dirt in this game like Medieval Engineers, but that's some truly magical stuff happening. Oh, we could actually mine that one now, can we? Okay, so now these have suddenly become solid to me. So now these are real. Except for they're not on Sage Cam's view. So in Sage Cam's view, stones are just appearing out of nothingness. Welcome to my world. Shit. What the hell? Universe. Well, look, this happened when we messed with this thing, right? Unless it's been here the whole time, I just missed it. So let's mess with the cube of danger, again. Just see what the hell happens. Maybe if we just keep drilling here, something else? Something else horrific is gonna happen, huh? We came at the top of it. Anything else magic happen? No? No, nothing has compounded itself. What happens if we were to go ahead and... Let's mine out this wall. Hi! That seems like the grass went up the wall a little bit more than it did previously. So what happens if we hit this? Nothing? What happens if we were to mine down? It's just dirt? Just normal dirt, huh? Nothing magical and terrible and nightmarish is gonna happen? Just lots of dirt, huh? Alright, fine. Alright. I love the new UI because it lets you keep an eye on how many hydrogen tanks you still have, so I know we still have a fair few. Oh, let's go back to the surface, see if anything had changed, huh? Anything else go wonky while we were down there? Nope, looks to be the same. Well, that is just weird. I'm half tempted to like just build a small ship and crash it just to see if the ground freaks out again from ship impacts. I should say my world is quite old now. I don't know if they've updated their world or something, and now so it's trying to update and match something else, but still I don't know why Mars would be trying to pull in dirt that doesn't even exist on a SageCam screen. But shit, I don't know. That's weird. That's not right. Anyway, those Xeno cores should be Xenu cores should be done. Oh, Jesus.